fans of this sport are built differently. They demand excellence and expect nothing less. Big Ten Wrestling and Beyond is a show dedicated to the fans. Your new home for Big Ten Wrestling is here, and it starts now.
It is our first official postseason edition this year of Big Ten Wrestling and Beyond. Rick Pizzo, Shane Sparks alongside. And it is the week, Shane, that puts the rest into wrestling because no duels coming up this weekend. We have to wait a bit until that first weekend of March and the Big Ten Championships.
Yeah, the hay is in the barn. The dual meet schedule is over with, Rick. 2 weeks, the Big Ten champions in Ann Arbor. It is time for the rubber to hit the road.
And there was some action this previous week, all non-conference dual action, and that is where we start our weekly headlines. What a way to finish up dual season for the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a top 6 opponent in Oklahoma State, and it was all Iowa at Carver Hawkeye. Iowa won the first 6 matches, 8 of 10, and the seniors, Spencer Lee, Max Mirren, Jacob Warner, all going out with wins. And, of course, Spencer Lee would pin his opponent in some 51 seconds. What else is new for the 125-pound superstar?
Back on January 5th, 2018, in his first match inside Carver Hawkeye, he pinned Rayvon Foley in 46 seconds. His final match yesterday, he pins Reese Whitcraft of Oklahoma State in 51 seconds. Starts with the pin, ends with the pin, 24 wins in between. What a career for Spencer Lee in Iowa City.
I love the respect he gave to the Carver Hawkeye crowd at the end as well. How good has Roman Bravo Young been? Not overlooked because of Spencer Lee, but does he really get the credit he deserves? Now 49 consecutive wins after the pin in the final duel at Rec Hall. It was a Penn State blowout over Clarion. Remember, it's been 3 years since RBY lost all the way back to the finals of the Big Tens in 2020.
For Nebraska, the Cornhuskers remain red hot. They finished their season with a win over Arizona State. 6 straight dual meet victories now for the Cornhuskers. Liam Cronin, Bigwood at 125. Peyton Robin, Mikey Labriola remain undefeated. And Lenny Pinto, a fall at 184. The Cornhuskers head to Ann Arbor, trending upward.
We will talk more about the trend upward for Mark Manning and the Huskers in a second. Same can be said for Wisconsin. Really nice win against Northern Iowa, top 20 team. And the 5 guys that Coach Bono has to rely on, got it done. Barnett, Model, Hamity, Amos, Trent Hilger came up with the win and the decision that gave Wisconsin that victory as the Badgers try to upset the apple cart at the Big Tens. Storylines, though, they have to start with Spencer Lee. He says goodbye to that Carver Hawkeye crowd. He made the heart symbol to tell them just how much he appreciates everything they've done for him during his extended career, which has not just been highlighted by his victories, but those knee injuries, COVID as well, making a mark into that career. And yet we start to look back on one of the guys, Shane, that when he is all said and done will be considered one of the greatest ever at any weight class.
Only 4 guys have won 4 national titles. He'll look to become the first to do it in that all-black singlet. Rick, the numbers are staggering. So many great Spencer Lee stats. He's got 92 career victories, 79 of those, Rick, bonus points. That's 85%, 34 falls, and maybe my favorite Spencer Lee stats, 38 matches have ended in the first period. This is pure dominance. I've never seen anything like it before. Bottom line is still work to do, and if it plays out and he wins that 4th national title, I believe he'll pick up victory number 100 in his career in that same match.
Do you think then he should be in the conversation? Because we had this debate last year about Gable Steveson at heavyweight, not just at heavyweight, but in any weight class. Where does Spencer Lee fit in that conversation?
No question he's in the conversation. I mean, you can debate this back and forth and make good points either side. The bottom line is he's one of the all-time greats. His dominance is what impresses me the most. Again, get on the mat, take care of business, get off. Great transitional wrestling. His teammates love him. I think sometimes those are the things that get overlooked. The way that he's represented the program. This guy, Rick, was a game changer for this program. And, of course, he won a national title as a team with the Hawkeyes in 2020.
And it has truly been a pleasure for us to be able to watch and cover him during his career.
Doesn't give us any time, though, Rick.
I mean,
when he wrestles, we got about 35 to 40 seconds. I mean, there's so much I want to tell you about Spencer Lee in the broadcast. He never gives us enough time.
Hey, listen, I got to call my first ever play-by-play match of Spencer Lee pin of Liam Cronin. It lasted all of 38 seconds. You mentioned the weekend that Nebraska had, and focusing on 2 guys right now that Mark Manning believes can make some serious noise at their respective weight classes. classes, Liam Cronin and Lenny Pinto.
Yeah, Liam Cronin's a great story, Rick. I mean, everybody's got a journey, the ups and downs. I mean, we talk about Spencer Lee. He might make it look easy. It's not that easy, of course, with those big injuries. Liam Cronin is his 7th year. 4 years at Indiana, now 3 years at Nebraska, and he's had some struggles. Last year, he had the injuries. Back in 2019, him and his now wife delivered a stillborn baby with some complications. I mean, he's had to deal with some really tough stuff, but he's been fantastic. 18-3 this season, only one Big Ten dual meet loss. That was to Spencer Lee. And then you got Lenny Pinto at 184. We talk about Nebraska and some of the horsepower, the All-Americans and those upper weights that they lost, still anchored by Mikey Labriola at 174. But Lenny Pinto, this guy's exciting, and he likes to pin people. I mean, Lenny Pinto, highly combustible material. He's one of those guys, when you toe the line with Lenny Pinto, you better be ready for anything.
And another guy that's wrestling really well that we didn't know much about at the beginning of this year is Silas Allred at 197. Shane, I start to look up and down this lineup, and Nebraska looks a lot like a team that could make some noise at either the Big Tens or the NCAAs.
Yeah, no question. They were 5th at the national tournament last year. They are a team that's going to be in the mix for a trophy. I think most people would agree. Penn State, Iowa, 1-2. But you got 4-6 teams going to fight for 2 trophies that all feel very good and very confident. It's just a matter of executing. But there's no question, Rick. Nebraska's got the talent, and you can just see them as the years progressed. They're getting better. They're wrestling with a lot of confidence.
You know a team that historically always does that in the postseason, steps up, maybe overplays expectations? The Northwestern Wildcats. And wouldn't you know it, because today, coming up next here on Big Ten Wrestling and Beyond, a couple of very special guests are joining us from that Northwestern program. Michael DeAugustino, outstanding at 125. Yahya Thomas at 149. Learn more about these guys as we continue right after the break here on Big Ten Wrestling and Beyond. Once again, another rock-solid season for Northwestern Wrestling. Kind of began at the Midlands earlier this year, one of the premier tournaments in all of college wrestling. Not just a team title, but 3 individual titles for the Wildcats at this year's Midland, including 149-pounder Yahya Thomas, who just happens to be with us in studio today alongside teammate Michael DeAugustino, who wrestles at 125. And full disclosure before he gets started here, Mike is a former intern at the Big Ten Network, so we had to make sure to check the credentials and the key card. Obviously, it still worked to get you in the building.
Yeah, I still got it in me. Feels good to be back in here. You know, it's good to see from the other side.
How was the experience?
It was awesome. I was behind the camera most of the time, cutting clips and everything. So had a great time here at Big Ten Network, and showed me the ropes, and, looking forward to using that in my career.
No doubt we were happy to have you here. Well, before we dive too much into the Big Tens and what you guys can expect coming up, let's look back on that Midlands. You started a great year with that title individually at 149. What do you remember the most? What were you happiest about in the way that tournament went and the way that it kind of kick-started your year?
Yeah, I think Midlands is always a fun tournament because I grew up going to Midlands. I'm obviously from the area, so growing up since I was 8 or 9 years old, going to Midlands every year, it's always cool, seeing some of the greats wrestle in the finals and stuff like that, and then me being able to actually be in the finals and then actually be able to win was something that was obviously very special to me, especially just because that was so formative for me in my early wrestling years. And I think especially during the season, kind of kick-starting off into the dual meet season, that's obviously a great tournament to win as well.
Michael, interesting story. You came from Florida. Yep. You never won a high school state championship. Now you're an All-American in the Big Ten. Last year as a 10th seed, vaulted yourself up to 4th. You told me something interesting earlier today. You were about setting smaller goals along the way. Speak about the mindset and the goals and ultimately achieving those.
Yeah, I feel like you can't tack a goal too big, at the time. There's a lot of progress that goes into this sport over the years, and, little goals it's not realistic for me to say, as a guy who couldn't win a state championship before, I'm going to go win an NCAA Division I national title. For me, it was just keep working and just get to a Division I team and, work from there. And luckily, I found a great home here at Northwestern, and every day I had great teammates and coaches who helped me work, and it went from be the best guy in the room at practice this day to now be the best guy at this tournament. Now let's be one of the top guys in the main stage at nationals, and it worked out.
You were a 10 seed. You went to 4th. Yahya, that run a couple years ago, 2021 in St. Louis. It was a magical run, a 25 seed. You finished 3rd. You did a ton of damage on the backside. What's it like being in that dogfight on the backside? What did you learn about yourself on that run to the podium?
Yeah, so, being number 25 seed, obviously you're a little bit overlooked by the competition. That kind of has its ups and downs, One thing is that, nobody's really looking at you to be, the person that's going to be competitive, especially in those high seeds. But I think just being able to stay focused and not get caught up in the moment. It's national, so it's a big event. It's a big tournament. It means a lot. But just being able to stay composed in those types of matches really helped push me over the edge, I think. What
were you thinking standing on top of the podium with your All-American trophy?
Man, that was an awesome feeling. I always wanted to be an All-American. It's something else actually being on the podium and realizing that you did it, and having that realization. And then especially the way that I did it, it's a headline thing, going from 25 to number 3. It kind of just shows you that anything can happen, in the sport. And, you just got to keep your mind right, and then everything else will follow.
You will not be a 25 seed this year.
No, I
Mark
won't.
it down. Mike, wrestling is such a family affair, really so for you. Both your dad and grandfather, Hall of Fame credential wrestlers. What did wrestling mean to your family, and did you feel as you were growing up into sports that you were kind of destined to be a collegiate wrestler?
Yeah, it was definitely like one of those things where like my dad and brother and my family didn't really put pressure on me to like do something, but like you just be like a little kid, like, oh, your dad is, or like, your grandfather was. And, I just thank my parents and my family for just, getting me involved in wrestling. It's set me up great for life, and I've enjoyed it throughout my whole career. And just thankful for that.
And Yahya, you mentioned that you're from the area, went to Mount Carmel. I mean, such great athletics there, not just in wrestling, but so many different sports. What kind of drove you into the sport, and how did your high school days just down the road kind of form the person and the wrestler that you become?
Yeah, so being at Mount Carmel, like you said, there was obviously a lot of great legendary wrestlers there that came through. So I always knew that being in that environment would kind of take me to the next level. So I really just kind of honed in on the training that I was getting. At that time, I was working with Coach Kading, and he's obviously a national champion in college. And so, like, learning from him and kind of picking up things, and I was also working with, my teammates and stuff like that. Everybody was really competitive in that room. So, just being in the room and allowing myself to kind of grow and be mentored by some of these people really helped me, I think. Like, I really get to that next level of, like, competitiveness.
You guys are the savvy veterans, been around a long time. When you came to Northwestern, if you could go back and have that conversation with yourself as an 18-year-old, what would you have told yourself?
I would have gone back and just, you got to take your readings in the room early. And,
and I'm sure you did, by the way.
Yeah. Sebastian Rivera is a big help for that, when I was a young freshman, getting ready, making that transition from high school to college wrestling. In high school, you're wrestling guys who majority your own age, and then you get to college and you got 5th years, some 6th years, especially now you got guys who are even in their 7th year. So, that's what I tell myself is keep your head up. If you have a bad practice, keep pushing forward. And usually the guy who can make it through those practices and come back the next day with a big smile on his face is the guy who's going to make it far.
Yeah, I would say just taking one day at a time, and really allowing myself to kind of mold into the culture and mold into the program. And I think that, over time that I was allowing myself to be able to do that, but especially coming in, it was a big change for me, being in college and being away from home. And then obviously, having to manage these classes that were it's Northwestern, so it's going to be pretty tough, right? So just having to manage all these things together, it really kind of took me a while to put all that stuff together. But I think over time, I was just kind of allowing myself to be able to, really delve into the academics, the athletics, the social aspect, just kind of blend all those things together, and just so that I feel a little bit better about my experience overall. And just kind of allowing myself to go through the process, I think, was something that helped me.
Now, listen, every weight class in the Big Ten is loaded. We know that. But you guys are in weight classes at 125 and at 149 where there's a chance to be an All-American and a guy who has won the national title 4 consecutive years. At 125, it would be a Big Ten guy in Spencer Lee. At 149, a non-Big Ten guy in Cornell's Yanni Diakomahalis. How do you approach that? Because you may not have the chance to win all 4, but, Mike, you got a chance to be the spoiler, the guy that wrecks it for Spencer Lee.
Yeah, the next goal is, I might not be able to win 4 of my own now, but I can stop someone from winning their own. So, that would drive me, almost the same as it would if I was going for my 4th. So, I'd be the guy to ruin the story everyone's looking for.
Is it a little different for you, Yahya, just because Yanni doesn't wrestle inside the Big Ten?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because I think for me, I just think about the storyline that I'm going to have, being able to win that national title. I think that that's something that's pushing me, even though, I know that there's somebody that could potentially win 4. It's like, I mean, that doesn't help me at all. I'm focused on winning my national title. So I think that just kind of having the mindset of, that I can beat this person, that I can just wrestle this person like I wrestle anyone else and not have to create a whole, make it something that it's not, right? It's a wrestling match, and it's something that I'm good at, I'm extremely good at. So I think that that kind of mindset's going to help me a lot at postseason.
We cannot wait to see you guys at the Big Ten's NCAAs. They're not going anywhere yet. Much more with Mike and Yahya coming up, but it is time for a quick break on Big Ten wrestling and beyond. Shane takes center stage next. You know what's coming up. We are talking technique. We're at the point in college wrestling where everybody is beat up. The muscles are sore, the body just doesn't want to answer, and sometimes you can't bring it the 110% that you normally do. So what do you rely on? Fundamentals, doing everything right at just the right time. For more on that, here's Shane Sparks and a very special guest.
Shane Sparks talking technique with Seth Gross here in the Badger Wrestling Room. National champion, 5th at the World Championships. Going to show us a rebar tilt at the top position. Why is this move so effective? What do you love most about this?
Man, I love this move just because when you get this locked up and you got ready to go for this tilt, it's almost impossible to stop. Once you got that wrist in the bar, which we'll go over here, right, it's hard to defend. And best guys at the highest level, DJ Hamidi, Wisconsin, has hit this several times this year.
See, he has that left arm barred up. Here's the tilt.
Spencer Lee gets it all the time.
There he's going to come back and grab the wrist and look for the tilt.
I hit this in the 2018 National Finals. So when you get this locked up, it's back points. You might not always get the fall, but you're going to get your back points here. So we'll go right into it from this top position. Most people know the breakdowns, right? We're going to go chop, thigh pry, but the big thing is I'm going to capture this wrist right away. So I'm breaking this guy down, getting his pressure, getting him down to his belly. On this side, right away, I capture this far wrist. Okay, and this is very important. If we don't miss this, he'll belly down and we won't get our tilt, right? We just lost everything. So as I break him down, right, I get this wrist captured. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dig inside, get both hands on this wrist, and the first thing I'm gonna do is pretend to kind of bait, pull this under, and I'm just gonna go try to tilt him this opposite way. But most guys, they're pretty good, and as I go this way, they're gonna belly down hard. Boom, just like that. Now, over on this opposite side, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this out just a little bit, right? As he belly down, I'm gonna pull this out, and that's gonna make that space for what we call the rebar, right here. Now, once I get this rebar, it's game over. All I have to do is switch sides, jump over. I'm gonna drive over top, put this guy on his back, getting our back points, right? Then we let him belly back down, okay? So that's our rebar tilt. I'll go with one kind of fast speed here from the top. We're breaking down. I get this wrist right away. I dig inside. He starts bellying down hard. On this opposite side, I'm gonna throw that bar in. As soon as I get this bar, I'm gonna go opposite side of it, run it over, putting him on his back, getting our back points. After we get our back points, we come back up on top. So that's our rebar tilt. And like I said, that's one of those moves that's hit at the highest level. Once you get it locked up, game over.
Anything, Seth, as far as the position of your feet on that tilt?
Absolutely. As we jump over, one of the big things is, right, as I get this locked up, I get my rebar, I dig this in, he bellies down. Right, as I do this, I want to make sure my knee gets under his hip on this side. If my knee doesn't get underneath this hip, right, he's probably not going to go over. But like I said, it's tight. We can force this knee under the hip as I go, and if I need to, I can give it a little bit of a lift. Right, I give a little bit of a lift. I go over top. My knee points to the ceiling. I keep everything tight. I get my back points right there.
Fantastic stuff in the top position. Rebar tilt, talking wrestling with Seth Gross. Get yourself some back points.
Time for one final break here on Big Ten Wrestling and Beyond. We're back with Michael DeAugustino and Yahya Thomas. Some rapid fire questions you may not expect. Find out the answers right after this. All right, we're going to finish up the show with Mike DeAugustino and Yahya Thomas with a pop quiz. Now, they didn't know it's coming, but they're Northwestern students, so they're really smart. So they're not worried about the quality of these questions because, trust me, these are much easier than anything you saw in any of your exams. All right, Shane's going to take the lead.
All right, guys, if you could take a move from any Big Ten wrestler, you get to steal that one move, put it in your arsenal, what move you taking?
I'm probably taking his foot sweep. He's got a pretty good foot sweep. He makes a lot of highlight reels, so that's what I'm taking. I'm taking Yahya's foot sweep.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking back to I remember Seth Gross had a really good roll through tilt that I was really trying. And I'm good with wrists and stuff, so I thought that would be something that it would be cool to be able to kind of get from him and really get good at.
Win a lot of matches with both those techniques.
Yeah,
Hey, Shane may have seen some of that during that
felt
Talking
it.
Technique segment that we just aired.
Yeah.
All right, now you can't choose your own home arena. What other Big Ten wrestling venue do you most enjoy going to and why?
I think I really enjoyed Rutgers. I thought Rutgers was really cool because it was very close-knit. Like, everybody was, right next to the mat almost, it felt like, it was full. So it kind of created a whole atmosphere that was on top of the regular, like, wrestling atmosphere that's usually there.
I'd say Rec Hall. Last time I was there, I got booed pretty loud, and it's kind of cool, you know what I mean? It's nice to hear people root against you.
That's a sign of respect when you get booed at an away venue, without question.
All right, who is your favorite Big Ten athlete outside of wrestling?
Graduated last year, but I'm going Joe Spivak, Northwestern. Check him out. He's Tank Ledger now. He's up and coming on the WWE.
I think I'm gonna say I also graduated last year. Veronica Burton. She got recruited into the drafted into the WNBA,
Yep.
And I thought that was really cool. Just kind of being able to see that, and she did the call with Tom Brady. I thought that was pretty awesome too. So yeah, I'd say she's up there.
Yeah, women's basketball, not just at Northwestern, Big Ten wide. So many great athletes there. Okay, let's take it off the wrestling mat. I'm going to start with you, Mike. The musical artist that you were embarrassed to admit you actually like listening to.
I'm going to go with Adele.
There you go.
Very soothing.
Look at the reaction from Yahya. I like that.
Were you going to say
Trouble is now the tables get turned and now you have to answer the question.
I was gonna say Adele.
Really?
Actually, I was gonna say Adele.
I did not talk to him before.
Yeah. I promise we didn't coordinate this, but yeah, Adele. Yeah, I think Adele's pretty awesome. But
All right.
I didn't know you were going to do
Unanimous selection coming out of the blue. Shane?
All right, guys, of course, you got Coach Storniolo. But before him, as you said before, the godfather of Northwestern wrestling is Tim Szyzewski, longtime head coach. Spell Szyzewski.
Cysewki. Timmy Midlands.
Do we have a correct or a non-correct answer from the control room on the spelling? We have no confirmation. Yahya, do you think that's correct or incorrect?
I thought there was a Z in there.
The good news is this is not a spelling exam. Though we do have one final question to wrap up the show, and I don't think it's a question that either of you guys can answer, but Frankie Tal-Shahar, one of your teammates, is known for one thing at the end of his wrestling matches. He has the craziest hair going on.
The product, the coconut curls, they just can't hold on through a whole wrestling match. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think it's that knot, the bun that he has. It just gets undone. I don't know what it is.
But coconut curls, if you're hearing this, sponsor that man. He is probably your biggest customer. He takes care of it. Yeah. But like I said,
we're making fun of him, and all of our female viewers are like, I wish my hair could curl like that. Hey, for Yahya Thomas, Michael DeAugustino, we truly appreciate you guys being with us.
Thank you.
Shane Sparks as well. I'm Rick Pizzo. As always, thanks for hanging out with us on this edition of Big Ten Wrestling and Beyond.